This special Bay Area Living Home Improvement Edition is sponsored by Armstrong, Painting, Roofing, and Windows.
It's Bay Area Living Home Improvement Edition. We are in Fairfield. Let me introduce you to Tom Lipsky, the owner here of what is really a beautiful house, a great location you've got here. Tom had a problem. Tell us about it, please.
Well, a lot of the problem was the windows. Being high, we received a lot of wind, and it was breaking through and causing a lot of drafts. It was very hot in the summer, cold in the winter, and the windows were kind of leaking too.
Okay, let me take a wild guess on the kind of windows that you had. Aluminum.
Aluminum.
What a good guess that was. A lot of folks do. Okay, so you had this big problem. You and, by the way, have you met Ruby over here? They all had some problems, and the whole family was a beneficiary of it, thanks to whom?
Armstrong.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And now let me introduce you to the person who transformed these old aluminum windows into money-saving, well-insulated, comfortable, and beautiful windows. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the representative from Armstrong, Rick Hoffman. So, Rick, we already know that these windows were aluminum, and obviously aluminum, it ain't a great choice here in the Bay Area.
That's absolutely correct, but the most typical window that Bay Area homeowners have. And the problems with aluminum are because it's metal, it's a conductor, not an insulator. So you have the heat and cold pouring through them. You also have a real issue with condensation, because when that warm, moist air moves from the inside to the outside, not only do the droplets, condensation, form on the glass, they form on the frame itself.
What I've learned, Armstrong, you guys actually take something very special into account on the windows and doors.
After all, here we have coastal climates where it's very cold, where you have salt spray. We have interior climates where it's very hot in the summer, cold in the winter. Big temperature swings, rain, fog, a truly demanding place where we felt the windows that are made to be used nationally didn't really help out Bay Area homeowners.
Okay, and among the important things the Bay Area has that ain't exactly a problem is gorgeous views.
So here what they had before was a flat gliding window. And they wanted to enjoy the view more, but also this room where they dined felt very cramped. So you have a situation where by putting in a bay window, by dropping the sill height...
Oh, so you actually took this down. So this is serious construction here.
This is. I wanted to underscore that. It's important that you're dealing with experts. People who are, in our case, they're factory trained, they're Armstrong certified, they're licensed, bonded, insured, they're real craftspeople.
Okay, now let's talk specifically about the Armstrong windows and what makes them different from any of the other windows in the Bay Area. This is important, folks. You don't have to take notes, but believe me, this makes a difference because, like I say, a lot of people sell windows. The first thing you'll notice about an Armstrong window that's different is...
our name is on the lock.
So they're obviously serious about it because they put their name on the window.
This is a 43-year-old, third-generation family-owned business. And when we put our name on something, we mean it. So all of our products qualify for the IRS energy credit. They also, these products have a lifetime limited warranty. So we had to build them to last. So part of what's different about them is that in this case where it is a window that goes up and down, the balancing system is actually made from stainless steel.
Now that's specifically good for the Bay Area because we do get a certain amount of marine influence in many places. Actually what this does is, as you can see, this is sort of what controls the window going up and down.
That's right. So it's buried inside, and that's what controls taking it up, down, and keeping it stationary.
Okay. Other uses of stainless steel.
The screws are stainless steel. On the gliding windows, the actual rollers, instead of being made from what our competition deems acceptable, is stainless steel.
This is actually my favorite part of the entire program, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ready? Ready, Dean? Watch this. Compare that to the competition. See, in a race, ladies and gentlemen, Armstrong wins. Insulation. There's another huge difference here, and this may be the most important thing of all, really.
Correct.
Can you show us this part?
Our spacer system is different. What is used by our competition is a metal spacer. Now that's what's put between the pieces of glass and maintains the space. As you can see, ours is not that. Ours is foam.
So,
In fact, it was
cold.
invented for NASA. Every commercial airliner you've ever flown in, this is what's used in the glass. We're going to give you a warranty that lasts a lifetime. We're going to use a product that will as well. So this, unlike metal, is not a conductor. So it's going to, and it has memory. So as the glass expands and contracts, it will come back to the right size. And part of what goes along with that is our competition uses this flimsy looking, because it is, what's called a glazing bead. This holds the glass against the frame.
Where does that go?
On the exterior,
Okay.
all around the outside.
Oh, so, and that's literally what holds the glass in.
Correct. That
Okay.
and tape.
Wait a minute, so that's what holds the glass in? Ain't much.
You've said it correctly. And imagine heat, cold, sunlight.
Yeah.
As opposed to our glazing bead, which is here on the inside.
Oh. So the same thing, but you put it on the inside? Does it look the same?
No, it looks like this, Henry. Look at the difference in thickness. It has its own chamber for insulation. And we didn't plan our windows to fail. We planned that you should not have to go through that experience, and they're designed so that do it once, do it right.
I like that. I kind of like that. I wish we could do that. Do it once, do it right. But that is the Armstrong motto, do it once, do it right. Now, we mentioned earlier that one of the beneficiaries of the Armstrong work here in the house was Ruby. Ruby, come here. Come here, Ruby. Ruby, come here. Come on. Now, I want to show you, this door was put in by Armstrong. Go ahead. If I put it outside, oops. Usually you can't get a doggy door like that.
That's right. Typically the way the doggy door is done is it sits right here and then reduces the actual opening space of the panel. But by doing it this way and by having a magnet that actually works, it performs very well.
Very nice.
Now, Tom also talked about how difficult the windows, and in this case the doors, were to operate as well. So again here, the materials we've used are designed for our climate. It's easy to operate, and for security you've got a double reach out lock so that no one's coming through that who you don't want to. We did these windows about 6 months ago, and Tom has yet to clean them because they have a coating on them called Sun Clean, self-cleaning glass, and that's what gives this performance.
And it works by how? Well, what is it? They have little magicians come in and just wash your windows?
Little tiny scrubbers? No, they coat the glass with titanium dioxide. Actually, under a microscope, glass looks like a golf ball. It's dimpled. And this titanium dioxide fills it in, makes it ultra smooth, so when water hits it, it sheets as opposed to forming droplets. What it also does is with solar energy, whether the sun's out or not, it activates the organic material to dislodge. So a little bit of rain or a hose, and it comes right off the window, and they look like this all winter long, all summer long.
Folks, that alone makes it worth replacing your windows and doors. Now, let me show you another feature that's available from Armstrong. Let's step outside. Just like windows, not all screens are created equal. This is really pretty amazing. Would you explain the difference between these two screens? Because I think it's going to be pretty visible to folks.
We have a standard screen, which is a very good screen. But for the last couple of years with wood windows, you've been able to get what's known as an enhanced view screen. And I'm proud to say that Armstrong is the first company to offer this with vinyl windows.
And in fact, it's an option that you can take advantage of thanks to Bay Area Living. We're going to tell you about that in a minute. As long as we're outside, though, as you know, all vinyl windows come in many, many different colors as long as it's white and beige.
That's right, Henry.
Except
And this one is in tan, and we most typically do white and tan, but we've got 14 additional colors that we can do the exterior for your window color. We even have one that matches bronzed aluminum. There are many homeowners in the Bay Area and townhouses, condominiums, who have to have that color, and Armstrong can help you out.
when we come back, I'm going to introduce you to one of the happiest residents of this new home. I'll explain why these windows are a godsend for this creature. That's coming up on Bay Area Living Home Improvement Edition.